Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Navneet. Thanks for joining my channel, Cloud and Coffee with Navneet. In this video, we are going to learn about dynamic data masking in Amazon Redshift. So let's understand what's dynamic data masking in Redshift in the very first place itself. Let's say you have a customer table which has a multiple rows and which has a multiple columns, and out of those columns there are columns called email address, SSN, and a phone number. These are the PII identifications columns, right, which help you to identify the person. Now there are requirements where we are not looking to expose these columns to the end user. So let's say we have a different users, and we are not looking to expose these columns when they perform the query to this data set. So I have different ways for me to hide these columns. One is I will be creating multiple copies of this column and hiding based on the user role. So someone who's looking to have an access, or someone looking for someone we are looking to hide all the columns, we can able to create a table where we will be hiding all the columns. If someone just only need to see that email address, let's say customer service, we will be only exposing the email address column and hiding these two columns. Whereas let's say if there are an fraud prevention person whom we are looking to partially expose this, so they have to go and call the customer and validate, hey, what's your last four digit for SSN? They only able to see the last four digit and they able to validate, right? As well as like we are looking to show all the data to the auditors, so they're able to see everything. The only problem with that approach is we will end up creating multiple tables based on the requirement we have, right? So if someone have only looking to hide all the column, we have to create one copy. If we are looking to showcase this last four digit and wanted to hide rest of them, we are looking to create one more table, right? So this again going to be very difficult problem, because we will end up creating too much copy of same data, and it's not manageable in the very first place itself, right? But what if we able to create something dynamic in nature? So if the customer service person is performing query against this data, we will be hiding all these columns for them, and they only able to see that email address. If we are having the fraud prevention person looking to call this table or looking to query this table, they able to see this last four digit SSN, last four digit of phone number, etc. And same goes with the auditor. If auditor looking to make a call or looking to query this data, they able to see all the data. And that's what the dynamic data masking. So the dynamic approach of the data masking help us to solve that problem which we have described earlier of creating a multiple tables. Hopefully you have a good understanding what's the dynamic data masking in very first place. Let's go and understand by an example. In order for you to demonstrate this example, I will be using a blog which is being written by the AWS colleagues, and Rohit and other team member has wrote this very beautiful blog. You can go and read this blog less the time. I took a liberty to build a video on this blog. So here what it will be doing, so when we talk about the dynamic data masking, it has a three component in a way. So we're going to have this policy, so where we will be masking this entire table masking. I will be telling about, like in this case we will be using the credit card table. So let's say we are masking the entire table, credit card table. Here we are doing a partial masking of the credit card. Here we are doing the conditional masking of the credit card, and here is the keeping it as a raw data and raw masking. And then once the masking has been done, we will be assigning to different roles. So we're going to have a public role, which is a default. We're going to have a customer service role. We're going to have a fraud prevention role. We're going to have an auditor role, and then we're going to have a different persons who will be playing this role. We have a Jane who's assigning this public policy. So this way, she when she able to do a query, we have this full masking of the data. Thereafter, we're going to have a Kate. We have assigned that partial masking to him or her. Then we're going to have a Kane. We're going to have public, and then we it also have a fraud prediction, and then Bob, right? Bob is the auditor. If you also see, we are having this priority 0, 10, 20, and 30, which describe, but more the priority is, it will take precedence, right? So we will be looking to see, so when the kid going to make a make a call, it has a partial, so only he or she only able to see the partial value. Same goes with the Keynes and the Bob, etc., and the Jane, right? So let's go and get started. So what I did here is, team has provided this notebook. I have uploaded this notebook to my Redshift query editor, and I will be going and running this query one by one and explaining you what's going on in this one. So first is definitely it's a self-explanatory. We are going and creating this table. This is done. Thereafter, we will be going and inserting some data to this table. This is good. We are done. Let's go and query that table. So we are able to see some data here. This is, and thereafter, what going and we are going starting this creating the solution. So let's understand what's going on this create solution. So first we are going and granting public access to granting public, making this credit card to public, which is fine, right? This is default anyway. Thereafter, we will be going and creating this 4 different users in the Redshift. Once done, we will be going and creating this 3 different roles, right? So we are creating this customer service role, we are creating this fraud preventions, we are creating this auditor, and we are not creating the public because public role is a default role. Done. Now we will going and granting access to this role to this user. So we'll be going and granting customer service to Kate. We will be granting fraud prevention to Ken, and then we are granting audited role to the Bob, right? So we have, let's see, go and grant access to this one here. What we're doing next? What we're doing is we're creating the masking policies, right? So remember this diagram here earlier? So what we did so far is we have created this roles, right? We created these users. Now we are going and creating this policies, and when we are creating this policy, we are also assigning the priority to these policies. Okay, let's go back, and first we will be going and creating this policy here. So first policy we are creating is a mask CC full. So like what we're doing is we have this credit card column and we are masking this entire column, okay, with an X. This is a masking we are doing here. Thereafter we will be creating this SQL user defined functions that partially obfuscate credit card number and only show the first 6 digit and the last 4 digit number, which is fine, right? And then it will be hiding the rest of it. So let's see. So we have this credit card number. It only be showcasing this first 6, and then it only showcasing this 4. It will be like, you know, obfuscating rest of this number. So let's go and build it. And again, this is using the left and right function. That's it. Nothing fancy. And thereafter, what we'll be doing is we will be creating and masking using this SQL user defined functions, right? So how we did it here. Now in this case, we just created this UDF, and then we are making a call to this UDF in this policy. Thereafter, we have once done, we will be now here we are creating okay, here we are creating policy where we will be doing some conditional. So when we'll be saying, hey, case when is fraud, then credit card is null, right? Which is fine. I went ahead and create this. Sorry, I will be going and executing this one here. Run. Why we have done created in the past anyways. So here what we're doing is, again, we are creating the policy for the raw data. So here we will be just keeping everything. The card number is visible, right? So that's the raw. Let me go ahead and create this one again. Now we will be going and once done, we will be going and attaching this policy. So let me go ahead and attach the policy. So let's see, right? So first is we will be going and attaching this CC mask to the public, which is fine. And here is, I will be running this one. And thereafter I will be going and attaching this CC partial to this role, the service role here, right? And then this, look here, this is the priority. So okay, we're done with, let's go back again. Here we will be going and attaching. Now this we have done creating this policy. Now we will be attaching this policy to this different users, sorry, different roles, and then we are assigning this priority to each of this. We are assigning this priority to each of these policies to the roles which we have created earlier. Let me go back. Frame, we have attached this policy priority 10, we are attaching priority 20, and this we are doing is 30. Once done, now we'll go back and run some test connections. This will give me, hey, these are the 4 policies being created, what all things we are able to see, what all things we are not able to see, etc. This is right, there's the policy expression, etc. So let me go that and let me run this one here, verify attachment, who all are being attached there, right? So being attaching, we are having this credit card number, we are having this 4 policy being attached to this one, and we are having this 4 different roles attached to this one. This is the priority being assigned, etc. Right? So these are the information which we have. Now what I will looking to do is, so in first one we are looking to confirm if this agent only able to use the first 6 digit and the last 4 digit of the credit card number, right? The gate. Let's go back to the block again. So we are having this gate, which is customer service, where we have assigned, where we have created the policy mask CC partial, right? So if I go back and showcase you mask CC partial, where we have attached to the service role, and then we are attaching the service role to the gate earlier. If you have seen that, right? So that is being assigned to the gate. Now gate, and when we have been creating this one, we said like, okay, the partial, where is the partial here? So we wanted to show like first 6 and last 4. And then we have attached this to the partial. Hopefully you remember. Now let's go back, and when I try to run this query, I should only able to see, like, gate only able to see this first 6 and last 4. And if you see here, this is how you're able to set the session. So this way you have not to go and write and again use user ID and password to set this to log in as a gate. So I will be going and logging in as a gate. Let's go. Hey, yes, see, it's work. This is fine. This is nice. So she only able to see first 6 and last 4. However, if I go and I will showcase that later. Now let's go and set this session as a can and run this. So right. So can is we will be using this conditional example, right? In this case, can case. So let's go and run it. So if it's fraud, it able to showcase right. If the fraud is false, showcasing null value. If it's true, it's showcasing all the value. So it can go and make a confirmation. Hey, if there's a fraud number, can you confirm your credit card number so I can go and validate, right? So that can be done. So this is conditional masking we are having. Now we'll go and Bob. We will be going and Bob. So Bob able to see everything because he is having the raw assigned, whether it's a false or it's a fraud or not a fraud number. Same, I will go and run the as a gene, right? So cannot view any digital credit card number, which is fine. So everything is because it's being assigned public to chain, right? So we have created chain is public. Okay, by default that's because by default when you were creating the user, you will be assigning the default that to user, so you have not to explicitly mention, right? So now we will be resetting this one here. Let's go and perform some changes. Masking policy. Hey, we wanted to we have created this UDF where what we're looking to do here is we have put this regular expression around the credit card, and once done I will be doing and putting this one here. So let me create this. After that, what I will be doing is I will be altering that partial and then assigning this this functions here, okay, which we wrote. Once done, I will be going and log in as a Kate and then running as a Kate, right? So okay, that's perfect. So it's working here. I don't know why the reset session was not working earlier. Now we will be looking to do some kind of a lookup based masking. So when I will be looking to do a lookup based masking, lookup is like when I will looking to some different lookup when I'm looking to query different table. So that's what we call it, lookup or subquery. So here we will be creating a fraud lookup and then credit card lookup, etc. This is the new table. I will be going and inserting this value here. I done inserting this value, and now I will be going and creating a new policy and I will assigning that masking policy to it. Once done, I will be going and detaching that previous policy and attaching this new policy. This is nice. I will be not explaining you the syntax because you can easily able to go and find the syntax using this notebook, but just wanted to showcase how this look like. With that, if you see here, we have been assigned to all this fraud, all this value which was in this lookup table, right? We have inserted this 3 record, and when I will be creating this functions, it will be going and looking for this table within, means it will be looking for this column in this table. So it's performing the lookup using credit card. So all the data which is there in this lookup table, it will be kind of masking those tables, right? So this is good. Fair enough. So hopefully you got a fair sense how this dynamic data masking works. So and if you like this video, feel free to share with your friends, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.